Hello everyone, welcome back to the Enthusiast-Many. So this here's a way to store energy using batteries. So this here is a power supply right here, and takes power from the wall outlet, and it powers my snap circuit system here. And I have batteries here this time because last time when I filmed this, I didn't have batteries in it. But this time I'm storing energy in batteries. So it turns out, so yeah, and so I'm storing the energy in these batteries. And yeah, so these batteries are storing energy. It comes from the power supply. And so when I take the power supply off, it should keep going. It should keep running. So let's see. Nope. Hold on there. It's not running. It won't run. Apparently it won't charge those batteries. Oops. Hold it there. Okay, so yeah, I had a little short circuit problem. So it was causing the circuit to like lag or something, yeah. Okay, it's storing energy. Look at that. It's storing energy. The batteries are storing energy. I took the power supply off, depowered it, and look at that. It's storing energy. See, check that out. See that? But it's not as much energy as when I put the power supply back on. So you see, when I take the power supply off, the lights will still light up. Now, let's see if the fan works. So I'm going to activate the fan. Just barely, apparently. I put the, let's see, I put the wire back on, and yeah, it runs. Now let's compare it. I'm going to take off the power supply. Yeah, it doesn't run as fast. It's not as intense. So yeah, it does store energy, but I do think these batteries are not charged that much. Plus, this buffer circuit down here takes a lot of energy. This buffer circuit, yeah, it takes a lot of energy. And yeah, if I take the power supply off, it still runs. See, it still runs. It still runs, but not as much. That's because these batteries are not charged up enough. Either that or the circuit cannot handle the batteries because there's just too much stuff going on in the circuit. Like, what do you got here? We got all these light tunnels. Hold on there. The cord is disconnected from the from one of those light tunnels. Right here. And the negative. Well, it's not working. Let me see. Okay, there we go. There it's working. Okay, let's see how they run. Okay, we got another light tunnel back there. That one's... I thought the blue LED on that light tunnel didn't work, but it turns out they do. But when you set the light tunnel to flash like that, the other light tunnel, they don't flash. They don't flash with it, unlike this light tunnel. So yeah. Hi there, Bryson Holmberg. Okay. How you doing? Okay, so, yeah, we also got these two LEDs here. I showed this last time. Yeah, but here's what happens if I disconnect the power supply. So, it'll keep running. See, it'll keep running, even if I disconnect it, because these batteries are storing power, or storing energy. But yeah, the fan won't run as much, and the other light tunnel back there will be completely out. And this one, only this one will run. But it does look kind of cool how it's only shining in its own colors. Oh, yeah, that's only shining in like individual colors. Like when I put the power supply back on, the colors will combine in the secondary colors. Because red, green, and blue, you got primary. Those are like primary colors or something. Yeah. Red, green, yellow, and blue. Well, I don't know about yellow, but yeah, red, green, and blue. I think they're supposed to be like primary colors. Yeah. Although blue itself is kind of like a primary color because if you mix aquamarine with purple, you get like blue. Yeah. If you mix like a bluish green and you take that and mix it with purple. Yeah. And also green is not exactly a primary color, but it's known as a primary color. If you mix like blue and yellow, you'll get green out of it. And yeah, blue if you mix what do you call it? Aquamarine and purple, you'll get blue. So no, but a red is I think red is a primary color. Yeah. Red is like a full-on primary color. And yellow is not exactly a primary color either because you can mix red and green and get it. So yeah, this circuit stores energy, so I'm going to take the power supply off again. It's still running, yeah. But it's not as bright as it was before. The color LED looks like it's phasing out or something, yeah. I put the power supply back, and it goes back to full brightness instantly. Yep. Yeah, it's phasing out right now. Yep. So instead of just disconnecting power supply, I'm going to put a switch here instead. See, I can just flip it on and off. Oh, hi Ham and Eggs Game. It's been a while since you appeared in one of my live chats. How you doing? And thanks for stopping by. Yes, I flip off the power supply. Yeah, if I flip off the power supply, it'll keep going, but it's dimmer. Oh, and want to see what happens to show that this is actually storing energy and not leaking energy. So I'll just pull that battery out. See? It goes out. Once I pull the battery out, it goes out. That proves that it's storing energy. It's not just leaking energy through the switch or whatever. And yeah, it's the power supply's off. It's running off of stored energy right now. I turn it on, and then it brightens back up again, because now it's running off of power supply energy from the wall outlet. Yeah, but once I turn that power supply off, it's running off of stored energy stored in these batteries right here. Yeah. Yeah, batteries, it's good for storing energy as like a backup thing. I gotta put some on my burglar alarm. Yeah, and once it runs off of stored energy, it's not enough to make the fan go up to full speed. So right now it's running off of stored energy. I'm gonna turn the power supply on now. So it turns out once I shut the power supply off, the fan keeps running, but most of the lights shut off completely, except for the light tunnel. And the fan changes in speed. Next thing you look at is see what it will do with flash. I'll put it on flash. I'll put the big light on flash. And I'll try shutting, and I'll show you again what it does when the power supply is on versus when the power supply is off. So right now, power supply on. So the fan changes in speed accordingly to the flashes. I'm going to shut it off. So it does the same changes of speed, but just slower. Like reduced to like half its speed. Like shutting off, like just flipping the switch shuts off the power supply and reduces like half of the speed. Reduces it to half of the original speed, yeah. So yeah, this light tunnel, the blue on it, turns out it actually works. I thought it didn't, because I set the light tunnel on flash mode. Like as you see, if I set the light tunnel, if I change the light tunnel to flash mode, you can see the blue doesn't work. Unlike this one, and the flasher doesn't work. So this light tunnel is like damaged or something. But if I just connect it to green LED and like that, yeah, it'll give blue. Or if I just do a direct connection without the green LED, I get a bright blue. You know what? I should do that instead. I'll just give it a bright blue. Just look at that. Blue's my favorite color. So yeah, that's why I chose to do that instead. So now I need to find a place to put this green LED. But let's do the energy save for now. Let's see what the light tunnel does. So the light tunnel still's on even with the energy save mode. Like if I pull off the power supply or switch off the power supply, and so no more energy from the wall outlet comes in here, and it's now running off of stored energy from the batteries. Yeah, the light tunnel still works. Yep, there you go. See that the light tunnel it keeps working. But if I turn the power supply on, It just gets much brighter. If I were to put that green LED in series with the light tunnel, it would just stop functioning. Now, another experiment I can try is putting a red LED in series with the light tunnel, because a red LED is supposed to draw less current than either a green or a blue LED. If I were to put a blue LED there, it wouldn't work at all, probably. But if I put a red LED here, it might be bright still. Oops, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, the red LED, oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, because the red LED does draw too much current, too. So yeah, the light tunnel shut off completely. Yeah, if I just do the switch like this. See, the light tunnel shuts off completely once I shut off that switch. But yeah. So I might as well just put it back. I might as well just take the red LED off for now. Yeah, there you go. Energy save mode is on. Well, yeah, well, it's saved up our energy already in the batteries. Yeah. I turn on the power supply and it just gets brighter. Let's see how taking that green LED off the light tunnel. Let's see how it affects this fan speed. Yep, it didn't have much effect, just like I thought. Alright, I'm gonna set it to energy save mode. There it is, it's on energy save mode now. It's running off of stored energy right now. So yeah, this is one way to store energy. That's one way to store energy with batteries. So basically, just put the batteries in parallel with the power source. Yeah, to store energy. Yeah, it's running off of stored energy. You notice the difference? One of the differences is the color LED that's right next to the fan. It shuts off when the fan runs on stored energy. When the circuit is being set to run on stored energy. Once the power supply is on it immediately provides energy for that LED. So the LED will not light if the power supply is off. I'm trying out different colors to see which one. It's on really low speed right now. It's on like the lowest speed it can get. Now it's on highest speed. So without the fan running, I'm just going to put on energy save now. There it is. You'll see the lights keep running. But the color again, it goes mostly out. So yeah, there we got the light tunnels. There we got the whole circuit. It's like an overview of it. And yeah, this is an energy storage circuit. It stores energy right in those batteries. It runs out after this power supply. It runs off of a power supply. It runs off, runs on. I don't know which way to say it. It's basically the same thing. So here we got the buffer circuit again, and there's its fan. It has its own fan on it. There it is. Let's see what the buffer does, though. I didn't look at it, what it would do when it's on energy save mode. Oh, it is on energy save mode right now. It is. Okay, now it's on normal mode. So yeah, it does what it always did. On energy save mode. There it is. Oh, by the way, we got on the side of the buffer, we got this light here. Yeah. Yeah, the next thing is, let's see what happens when I turn off the storing. Oh, yeah. Oh, I put it on normal power. And I turn off the energy storage. There's no difference. The energy storage, yeah. This is what makes the difference. Whoops. Because I turned off the energy storage. So I turned off the storage, basically. Yeah. There's like two switches here. This one's for turning off the power supply, and this one shuts off the batteries right here. And when I shut off the batteries and I shut off the power supply, then the circuit goes completely black. It stops functioning whatsoever. But if I turn on the batteries, it functions at like half the capacity. Half capacity. And then it functions at full capacity when I turn the power supply back on. There we go. It's pretty cool seeing an all blue white light tunnel. And then, yeah, we got that meter there. Look at that meter. It changes based on the color flashes. Because different intensities, different amounts of current usage. Yeah, the red uses like little current, a little amount of electricity, and the green and the blue use more. Yeah. So energy save is on. Is you running off of stored energy? So yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream now. So yeah, one last overview. Nice colors there. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and bye.